The first concept we have to deal with is what is forensic accounting. Our question number 1 also is about forensic accounting. What is the use of professional accounting skills in matters involving potential or actual civil or criminal investigation? The possible options are A. Accounting pathology, B. Fraud audit, C. Forensic accounting, and D. None of the above. Now let us move to the correct option. The correct option here is C. Forensic accounting. Forensic accounting is the use of professional accounting skills in matters involving potential or actual civil or criminal litigation. Our question number 2 deals with fraud audit to litigation. Question number 2 is, when a certified forensic expert begins a fraud investigation, he or she must assume that the options available are A. The suspect is guilty, B. The suspect is innocent, C. The case will end in litigation, and option D. None of the above. Now the correct option is the case will end in litigation. When a certified forensic expert begins a fraud investigation, he or she must assume that the case will end in a litigation. The forensic expert should not focus on either the suspect is innocent or criminal. Focus should be that the litigation will start at the end of the fraud investigation. Now let's move to the question number 3. Forensic investigation hypothesis. When creating the hypothesis required in the fraud theory approaches, the forensic expert should. The options available to us are A. Not form the hypothesis until all documents have been investigated. B. Form the hypothesis early in the investigation. C. Form the hypothesis late in the investigation. D. Not form the hypothesis until all witnesses have been interviewed. The correct answer here is form the hypothesis early in the investigation. When creating the hypothesis required in the fraud theory approach, the forensic expert should form the hypothesis early in the investigation. The hypothesis is must to start the investigation, and hypothesis should be regarding the fraud audit will lead to an investigation. It should not focus on either the innocence or guilty. It is not the opinion of the forensic expert. Now let's move to the question number 4. Question number 4 is, in the fraud theory approach to forensic investigation, it is necessary that the forensic expert perform all of the following tasks except. The options available are A. Report hypothesis to management. Option B. Refine and amend the hypothesis. Option C. Analyze the available data. Option D. Create a hypothesis. The correct option here is repeat hypothesis to management. In the fraud theory approach to forensic investigation, it is necessary that the forensic expert perform all of the following tasks except report hypothesis to management. Hypothesis disclosure to management may lead to conflict of interest, as management cannot be excluded from the suspected fraudster list, as management might have included the fraud. Now let's move to the question number 5. Question number 5 is about fraud investigation. It is a methodology for resolving fraud allegations from inception to disposition. What are the options available to us are A. Forensic accounting, option B. Fraud auditing, option C. Fraud investigation, and option D. None of the above. And option which is correct is A. Fraud investigation. It is a methodology for resolving fraud allegations from inception to disposition. Forensic accounting is the use of professional accounting skills in matters involving potential or actual civil or criminal investigation. Thanks for watching.